Who's excited to see Timothy?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, so I'm basically I'm a fan of Timothy. Like I'm a genuine fan of this guy. This is one of my favorite performance poets on the scene, and I'm privileged that we get to work with him. So soak up this music and soak up these poems because he's coming out with you a lot of content. And make some noise if you're a hip hop head. Who's a hip hop head in here?
Who likes it?
If you haven't experienced someone just talking at you for like half an hour in this context, then brace yourself for it because he's saying a lot of good stuff quickly. So take it in. And then when you've heard it, get a CD at the back, take it home. That's the best way you can support what we're doing and encourage us and encourage Tim. iTunes is great, but get a CD. Everyone, make some noise for Timothy.
See, I started writing poetry, hoping that somebody would notice me. See, I was afraid of walking alone, being that kid that no one knows, separated from the in crowd like I was a thin cloud on the edge of a storm. See, if the playground was a chessboard, then I was a pawn, controlled by false position. I offered my submission. See, deep down, I was ashamed of my own opinions. So I kept quiet and agreed and forgot what I believed. But in class, I scribbled down these rhymes so I could express my insecurities. I found peace in the release that I got from putting pen to paper, but found that men tend to aspire to success, man's best. So I listened to Eminem when I'm gone and other songs like Community Outcast and Macklemore's Other Side, because I was so desperate to be someone. But see, the only one who knew who I was God, and he told me something. He said, you know, you wouldn't compare a fish with a chimp's ability to swim, so why do you begin to lift up these figures like templates for your life and then get surprised when they don't fit? I uniquely designed, sculpted and refined you. So why are you trying to imitate someone else's skill when I've given you a purpose only you can fulfill? And I filled you with all that you need before you were first conceived. So when you tell me that you are weak, know that I am strong. So you are wrong to think your failures exempt you. And I cried out, but Father, I feel so broken. And he said, it's because you are. And so are you all. But the greatest lie that you believed is you have to work for my approval. You are accepted, irrespective of your condition. So with your permission, I would invite you to be you, to do the things that you do. So you are not created in batch form. You are my only hope in this situation you are to transform. So don't conform to a pattern. Take your scope off the greatest rapper and aim it at Saturn. Cause I want you to go places that no one's ever gone before. Run through open doors, seek no applause, pause, and find satisfaction in knowing that you are Timothy.
Yeah!
See, we stand in wonder when we read that God spoke to Moses out of a cloud of his presence. Yet somehow we forget that he was waiting for 7 days. And I don't think he was contemplating ways to escape his cage. No, he was in the dirt and crying out to God, I will not move from this place until I see your face, because your presence is the very essence of my existence. And it's the blood that pumps through my body. So I'm feeling at peace when you're near. So if you're not with me, then don't send me from here. Because you've made me bold and you've blown me off my feet and given me a new seat next to your throne. But see, we're living in a generation of immediate reaction, instant coffee with quick satisfaction. So the business of this life has stole my ability to write. So we take flight because we've been tricked into thinking that head knowledge is superior to relationship with the person that put that head in our shoulder in the first place. See, you can't jump with your feet on the floor. So to God we lean towards with our foot jammed in the door. Because not leaving a means of escape is a mistake. Putting all your eggs in one basket is foolishness. But see, in this world full of many options, we have to make God our priority. Cause he doesn't ask for much, just your 2 loaves and your 5 fish. So how much will you give and how far are you willing to go? Cause we all choose our wars. I said we all choose our wars. You can dip your feet into shallow streams of dissatisfaction or dive headfirst into the unknown, unsure of where you're going, just knowing there is something more. Because if you've been waiting for the full picture, then you'll be waiting a long time. Because we're not supposed to know everything, just one thing. And there is something more, something so worthy to die for. And it picked us from the floor and it pushed us forward. It gave us hope when we felt like quitting. And faith in what has been written. And there is a fullness available, because I truly believe it. But we have to be willing to wrestle with God like Jacob, saying, I will not let you go until you bless me. Cause your blessing makes me press it. I said your blessing makes me press it. And I've only seen a glimpse, but now he's calling me from afar. So I'm chasing him like the shepherds pursue the star. With every step I take, the clearer I see it. Thank you very much. So good to finally be here. It's been such a long time coming, but it feels so good to be here and be with you all. So, yeah, I'm Timothy, if you don't know me. This is my EP launch. Tonight's going to be a night of a mixture of spoken word and hip-hop. I hope that's okay with you all. Yeah, this next song's called The Sun, and I've got to invite my good friend and genius that is Luke Bano.
All day. Make some noise, Bob Brew
I'm a messenger with a message into a vital heart. So I hope these words are like artillery that penetrates straight to your heart, but soothe your soul like David's playing the harp. See, I'm not interested in amazing you, but paving you a road in which you can walk that leads to a fork that lets you choose. This road is overgrown, it's narrow and steep, and where you meet your fears at, on the M5. See, someday you'll have to decide, will you compromise for an easy ride? Cause you've been hypnotized by the enemy's eyes. Will you live or just survive? Yeah. I'm never the same since he branded my heart with his name. I stepped down from the throne of my life and let him take up the right. So I'm no longer a soloist, I'm collaborating with a king. So I don't want to think, speak or sing without his opinion, for I am his and he is mine. We are coordinators within this crime. But see, this deal, it's been sealed and it was a fine transaction. My sins in exchange for an enormous sacrifice. And I still get overwhelmed with my surroundings. But when all else fails, he stays around. You see, he's been faithful to me like a bird to its sound. So I dropped my anchor on him and now it's ground. See, I was lost, now found. Blind, now I see. Dead to life, enslaved and set free. So I knocked on the door and he handed me the key. Spoke softly to my ear and told me, just be. This next song is a poem that's on the EP. It's called We Are Trees. See me? I think I'm gonna be a farmer and harvest the riches of heaven. I'm gonna take the fruit that I produce like a seed, in which I push to the ground to grow bigger trees of greater means. See, I'm gonna go to the enemy's camp and take back God's territory by planting orchards of hope and prosperity in the valley of the shadow of death. And just so the enemy knows that no longer will I run naked from the wilderness. See, death has lost its sting and now Christ is victorious. So the darkness is not dark anymore and the night shines as bright as the day. But please don't be deceived, because I am not naive. I do believe that there'll be troubles and hardships that we'll endure. But when these waves hit my door, I hope I'll soar on the wings of an eagle. Because even though I'm surrounded by tribulation, I will not be shaken. Because I've been persecuted yet not forsaken, struck down yet not destroyed, because I've employed a new tactic. No longer will I be tricked by the enemy's trickery, the one that hides in the shadows, playing low notes on pianos like the only weapon he possesses is fear. But let me tell you, fear is just like a spear with a blunt end. It won't penetrate my heart, because I am set apart and marked with the blood of the Lamb. So let's stand and be bold, taking hold of this truth that sets us free, that we are born to be trees. See, everywhere we go, we sow seeds, because when we said God, I believe, we received the life of Jesus. So we are like walking wells, giving rest to the weary heart and hope to the hopeless and light into the darkness, because there is nowhere we can flee from God's presence. So let's stroll into the darkness and watch these seas part as we put our hand in His hand and trust His plans, because we won't win if we try and fight sin. No, all we have to do is choose to be consumed by Him. Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I've got another poem for you. Don't want to poem you out, but this is a new poem. It hasn't actually got a name, but it goes like this. See, I'm an apostle by name and carpenter by trade, but poet by infectious compulsion to exalt His name. See, when He walked through the crowds, He brushed my shoulder, and I snapped back and grabbed hold of His hand, because in that moment I felt something leave, but something else entered me, and it prevented me from stepping back. So I relaxed. In fact, I was amazed, because I caught His gaze and I saw a glimpse of His affection in the reflection of the corner of His eye, and it stole my shame and my compromise. See, my eyes, they were fixed on His like I was hypnotized, because I couldn't figure Him out. My reasoning and doctrine couldn't box Him. See, He was taking my sadness and replacing it for joy, offering freedom for my lies, and kept repeating this phrase, there's room for you inside, there's room for you inside. So my son, come out of the shadows. Stop licking your wounds and admiring your scars, because I'm the perfect God bound to an imperfect humanity, and your weakness is perfected in me, so your disease will become your testimony. And then He took His hand and He slapped it on my forearm and said, now I'm injecting truth into your veins to regain the arteries that cause you heart disease. No longer will you listen to the quiet words of the lying deceiver, but you will know my voice, the risen Redeemer. See, I can take nothing and turn it into something. So don't think that I won't use what you thought was your Achilles heel to make enemies yield. I'm the master of multiplication. So give me your 2 loaves and your 5 fish, and I will feed the nations. Your disappointment will turn to ointment that will set fire to a generation, and failure will sharpen your sword, and every trial you face will just push you forward. So lean on me and you will not be shaken. I defend the sinner. I don't require your qualification, but your admiration for the cross. Forget your perfection and give me your acceptance, your yes without delay, your best on a bad day. See, us, me and you, it has and always will be my only strategy. So give me your hand and we will conquer the world. There'll be valleys and hills and it will feel like we're apart, but I've never left you and I never will do. See, son, daughter, I need you to understand. I'm taking hold of your hands and I will not let them go. The only thing stopping us from flying is you, searching for your wings. Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next song is Above the Storm, and it's the title track of my EP, but just before that, I just wanted to make a few thank yous. I wouldn't be here without the people that have supported me. So first of all, I'd just like to thank Josh and Cara and Orphan and both they've done. Josh, you're a legend, man. Yeah. And secondly, I'd just like to thank like Toby and Alex and James and Scott and Bano, just all the people that have just come around me and supported me in this. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it. And then Nathan, he's not here, but he did all the mixing for the EP. And also Elaine, who did all my, she did the title, she did Timothy and the logo, so yeah, thanks Elaine. So yeah, and just thank you to all you guys, because I've just like been overwhelmed by your support and everyone that's got around me and encouraged me. Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. This is the final track. It's called Above the Storm, featuring Joshua Luke Smith.
Yeah! String made out of fear. Then you cut the cord that got me out of here. And how profound I'm bound by the pride I've won. And now I soar like I'm a bird above the storm. Above the storm, yeah. Above the storm. Make some noise!
Where's the weapons? So I'm using mine to resign in time with heaven. Bring growth and not depression. Unified expression within a recession. Confession that releases oppression. That binds the mind and finds like it's a tax collector. See, I used to be Django, but now I'm unchained. So let freedom reign in this place like a weight has been displaced and replaced with a lover's embrace. See, I used to be enslaved to death, but now life is my breath. Cause I was deceived like Shakespeare's Macbeth, with a lust for a world that's crumbling. See, I figured God was mumbling when he asked him why I kept stumbling. Cause I was 12 years old, and the last thing I wrote in my diary was, I don't think he's there anymore. I was a puppet with my string made out of fear. Then you cut the cord that got me out of here. Yeah. And how profound I'm bound by the pride I've worn. And now I soar like I'm a bird above the storm. Above the storm. Above the storm. See, I'm writing bars and hope that I'll raise the bar to a higher standard of living. Like in the beginning without the sin. See, we've started slouching like a comfortable couching. So tired of fighting, but now we're getting killed. Cause if you don't take up position, then someone else will. Stealing your voice like you're critically ill. Waving your white flag like I yield. Cause it was my fear that led me to walk the plank. I figured I'd jump before I sank. Cause I was afraid of the unknown. What the wave didn't show. A puppet controlled by these strings made out of fear. I was held down by the one that was hell-bent on keeping me on a leash. But I released the shackles that chained me. God made it plain to me that I am free indeed, and destined to be a bird at sea, flying high over these waves where I used to reside. Cause I was confined by my fear, but now I find that I'm here, and I see clear. Sing it if you know it. I was a puppet with my string made out of fear. Then you cut the cord that got me out of here. And how profound I'm bound by the pride I've worn. And now I soar like I'm a bird above the storm. Above the storm, above the storm. Everyone, above the storm. Above the storm, above the storm. Above the storm. Keep going. Above the storm.
the storm, above the storm. Yeah. Make some noise for Jimmy Keller. Guys, pop the CD, support this man.
Yeah, go get some CDs.
One more song. One more song.
I think we've got a little song prepared. My microphone's not on. Get off the stage.
One.
Yeah, we've got another song prepared.
What?
This is the sun, real stripped back, just me and Scott and the beautiful harmonies of Lubano. So here we go. See, I'm a messenger with a message, and you're a vital part. So I hope these words are like artillery that penetrate straight to your heart, that soothe your soul like David's playing the harp. See, I'm not interested in amazing you, but paving you, a road in which you can walk that leads to a fork and lets you choose. This road, this overgrown, this narrow and steep, and where you meet your fears at, or the M5. See, someday you'll have to decide, will you compromise for an easy ride, because you've been hypnotized by the enemy's eyes, or you live, or just survive. Since he branded my heart with his name, I stepped down from the throne of my life and let him take off the reins. So I'm no longer a soloist, I'm collaborating with a king. So I don't want to think, speak or sing without his opinion, for I am his and he is mine. We are coordinators within this crime. But see, this deal, it's been sealed and it was a fine transaction. My sins in exchange for an ultimate sacrifice. And I still live overwhelmed with my surroundings, but when all else fades, he stays around. You see, he's been faithful to me like a bird to its sound. So I dropped my anchor on him and now he's crowned. See, I was lost, now found, blind, now I see, dead to life, enslaved and set free. So I knocked on the door, he handed me the key, spoke softly to my ear and told me, just be.
I don't want to sing songs, I want to point to the sun. Come on!
Sing this.
It's never been about me, but it's been about someone. I don't want to sing songs, I want to point to the sun. It's never been about me, but it's been about someone. This is more than you see. He's been changing me. This is more than you see. He's been changing me.
Thank you.
And Tim will go further than this. He'll do more things than we could ever imagine. And this is just the beginning. This This is just it. So be a part of the beginning, because he's going to be absolutely huge one day, and we'll all hopefully, yeah, exactly, get signed copy. But yeah, exactly. Have another drink if you want, guys. We're here to chill out, but just come tell this man how great he is, because he did an amazing job.
Yeah, Tim, you good job.
Yeah, cool, guys. Timothy, one more time.